There's the triple. They get the rebound. Horford misses the one-handed jam.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
That is good.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Patterson, he's checked in for Houston. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Schroeder passes to Horford. He kicks to Nowitzki. Puts up a 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after 2 for 6 start. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one. And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Rockets lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Fellas, the defensive pressure they've been applying has really been paying off. Turnovers and points.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
They've got Horford. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. Good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
We're taking a look at Avery Bradley. His career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Here's Schroeder. After Dante Exum's bucket, it's tipped. Outside Williams. Pass to Exum. The tray. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Bradley kicks it over to Schroeder. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
John Henson's checked in for Houston. Williams comes in for Patrick Patterson.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Schroeder. And Henson pulls it down. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt him inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
Now here's Schroeder after the miss from Darren Williams. Bradley, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bradley's got 6 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Pass to Porter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Williams attacking. Exum, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 6 points for Dante Exum.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
So the whistle blows on the shot with 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Dennis Schroeder has drawn some comparisons to Rajon Rondo. Long arms, very quick and athletic. He's awfully tough to keep in front of you, but he's also a guy that can knock down a mid-range jump shot.
Schroeder hits them both. This Dennis Schroeder, in a lot of ways, like a Greg Anthony, very quick, very smart on the floor, but he's a young player, and he says, Clark, that he watched a lot of tape of Tony Parker to see how he got to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a great blueprint, especially when you consider the Hawks run a very similar system to the Spurs.
The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And they take the lead. And it's 8 points for Williams.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
We've been going back and forth, partner. It's been really, really tight so far.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 18. It's Nowitzki, top of the key. No good. Excellent D there from Williams. And it's Houston on the break. Exum leading the charge.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he can't get the first one.
And, you know, guys, Dante Exum is such a fluid, versatile athlete. Really shows great promise. Has tremendous size and length for a point guard. Can also play the 2. His rookie season last year, though, a mixed bag.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Pierce comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Calderon in for Dennis Schroeder. Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
McDermott kicks to Thompson. Passes it to McDermott. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Jose Calderon. For Dante Exum, Greg, last season he didn't shoot the ball that well, and his turnover rate was what you might expect from a rookie, but his defense was good. In fact, borderline excellent at times.
That's a great point, Kevin. And you know what I like about Exum, when his shot wasn't falling, you know, he didn't allow it to affect the other facets of his game. He would find ways to contribute, and that's the kind of attitude that so many scouts got excited about when they were talking about this guy in the first place.
Here's Sloan. Nowitzki for 3. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Exum dishes to Thompson. From about 16, Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Pierce on the wing. Atlanta again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Screen by Sanders. Sanders sets the screen for McDermott. Cans it from downtown. McDermott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Pierce, the pass to Sloan to end the run. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And Thompson kicks to McDermott. Back to Thompson. All sorts of time. A second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Horford. Beasley comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Moore subbed in for Donald Sloan. Now here's Beasley. Here's Calderon. Shot clock at 5. Beasley the screen for the 3. Kept alive. Tries again. And the layup is good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Zeller, a screen on Calderon. Here's Exum. Kept alive by Houston. And the dunk by Zeller.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
The Hawks have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Shooting for Atlanta.
Free throw, good. Beasley.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Out to the right wing. Here's Patterson. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got assist number 5 here tonight. So on the floor for Houston, Cody Zeller out there with Williams. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Williams at the point guard position. Zeller dishes to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got the first bucket of the third here for the Rockets. The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
Williams passes to Williams. Back to Williams. Pick by Zeller. Thompson against Pierce. The drive by Thompson. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 14 points.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Williams against Calderon. There's the pass to Hawes. They push it up 4 on 3. Williams with a clean look. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 13.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Feeds it to Porter. Pierce at the elbow. Tries to save it. Taken away by Williams. Dishes to Thompson. Stolen by Pierce. Moore outside. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
On the wing, Thompson. Pierce covering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.